James Persyn III and his two younger siblings were home alone at night when they heard pounding on their door and death-defying screams. James let the terrified woman in who claimed someone was trying to kill her. The young boy, his siblings, and the frantic woman hid in the bathroom as the man screamed out that he would kill them, hoping their efforts to survive had not been in vain. On January 16, 2013, in Michigan, USA, 14-year-old James Persyn III was looking after his two younger siblings, his 11-year-old sister Aislinn Persyn and his 2-year-old brother Angus Persyn. Their father, James Persyn Jr., had driven some miles away to fetch his fiancée from her workplace, J&M Produce and Nursery. The young boy was in his bedroom when he heard a woman pounding at the door, begging to be let into the house. Speaking about this terrifying moment, James recalled that the woman sounded desperate to get in. In his own words, he said her voice was like she was going to die if I didn't open that door. The terrified woman was reportedly shouting, "Let me in! Let me in!" She had been severely injured and swiftly entered the house the second James opened the door. The victim had been kidnapped and sexually assaulted by an ex-convict, Eric Ramsey. She rushed into the kitchen, where she hid. James recalled, "She's like, we gotta hide. There's someone out there who just kidnapped me and he's trying to kill me." Looking out the window, James saw a car slowly moving toward the house. Remembering his dad's instructions on what to do in a crisis, the young man moved everyone into the bathtub in one of the bathrooms. It was concealed entirely because of its lack of windows. Then he instructed 11-year-old Aislinn to call the police and grabbed his hunting knife. Ramsey kept banging on the door, threatening to murder them if they did not open up for him. Meanwhile, James had called his father, who was in a frantic rush to ensure the safety of his children. At this point, Ramsey had bolted only after attempting to set the house alight with a match and gasoline, which he spread around the bottom. Arriving at his house, the father came home to find it lit up by flames at its front base and used his feet and body to extinguish it. He attempted to open the locked door and then began breaking windows. He recalled, "I was yelling for my kids. I was yelling for the intruder." The sheriff's deputy arrived at the house to find the dad. Thinking the dad was the intruder, he took his gun out to shoot, but the father screamed that he was the parent. At this point, the children caught sight of the police and exited the bathroom. Officers questioned the children and woman, after which she was taken to a medical facility. The father remembered, "My daughter was quite hysterical. My son, you could tell he was upset and scared, but he handled it very well." While everyone had survived the ordeal, Ramsey was still afoot, leaving the family unnerved throughout the night. In the early morning, law enforcement called to inform them that the ex-convict was fatally shot. When James went to school the following day, he was congratulated by individuals who hailed him as a hero. The young boy, however, does not necessarily agree with the term, and his dad follows suit. While they never use the term hero, they constantly express pride over his calm and courage in such a dire situation. The father elaborated. Isabella County also presented life-saving awards to James and his younger sister Aislinn following the traumatic incident. County Sheriff Leo Myudaszewski, who presented the awards, expressed, "There's no question in this case that those young children ended up earning that. Without them opening up that door, there's no way that victim would have survived that night."